and hello again, folks. It is I, Kamikaze. I'm here to do more Doki Doki Literature Club after after the last one. As some of you know my past, I kind of broke down afterward. But I'm not about to give up yet. This still looks screwed up, so I'm assuming it's a part of the game, especially since it's just Sayori. But I want to know what would happen if I changed my mind. I have to find out. What? File error. Characters/Sayori.chr. File is missing or corrupt. Freaking... It said like, oh, you can't restart life, and yeah, it fucking is doing that to me. Let's choose another file. Or, let's not. What the flying hell is this? I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Okay. The flying hell. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. I mean, it's freaking just like going into another fucking dimension. Sorry, I can't curse in other languages or else I'd do that. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Yeah, she doesn't exist anymore. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. What the flying... Monica? Great. This is gonna be absolutely freaking fantastic. I can definitely commend the creators of this game that they really created a freaking messed up game. Literally. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile to me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Really? You quit? In that case, what club did you decide to join? Oh, freaking hell. Oh. I mean, seriously. I'll turn that down a little bit. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Well, I can see that. Wait, really? Honestly, I guess the way this game is gonna go, I should probably stick with Natsuki until the end. I mean, this game really makes me not want to play it. I mean, I can't even... I was expecting, you know, like, there'd be a new game after it said starting a new game, but it's... Did Monica say she? I mean, I guess so, but... Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. I mean, I have a feeling like anyone who's like the main person is going to do something stupid. It's nothing, really. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Dun, da, da, da. Freaking hell, that... It makes me remember what freaking happened every time it does that. I'm trying to move on here. Dot, dot, dot. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What? No, I'm not. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. I mean, you guys have seen most of this already, but I can't skip it. The skip is grayed out. Yuri, who seems comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri turns to the table carrying the tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? I guess. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I've read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I mean, seriously, having a conversation with a rock is about having a conversation with me on really any subject. Unless you're trying to break something. I'm good at breaking things. Programs, games, otherwise. I don't think this is a game I can break, though. It's already breaking my brain. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki averts her eyes. Not a very competent writer yet? I mean, I'm really taking this slow still because I kind of don't want to know what happens next. I mean, you know? I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Yeah, the poem time, right? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. I mean, obviously the girl on the right can't disappear because she's the president of the club. Great, that kind of narrows it down. I'm like guessing the way the rest of this game is gonna go. And I can't not think about it. Sorry, I keep stopping. I need to finish games. There's a lot of games I need to actually finish, but people don't watch a lot of my stuff all the way through anyway, so Hold on. There's still one problem. Now that we reach the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but never made any decision. Wait, where's the cupcakes? At least that could cheer me up. I would still want to see these kitty cat cupcakes, or at least get the recipe. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. And they're all gonna shrink down. Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. Tell me the truth, this doesn't sound like it was before. Oh. Wait. Wait. So, when Sayori was a part of this, they already had a club, and so in this case, I am now the fourth. We never even reached the festival point. The game just goes, screw you, you're done. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. I mean, I can relate to this character. I mean, it's like, I couldn't say no in this instance. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. No, I just said it to get your attention. And I'd say to get in your pants, but you're all wearing skirts. Yeah. That could be fun, right? What do you mean? You haven't even given me cupcakes yet. Thanks, I guess. Monica looks over at me once more. Teehee. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Woohoo! I mean, I could probably change the course of the game by choosing another person and then continue the story with that person, but then if I continue the story with that person, I'm not sure if I would end up changing everything, because then I would also have to have the problem with the other people that I would have gone with, like Natsuki, and go through the entire game with her, but I think that's the way I'm going to have to go, is continue with Natsuki in order to... Ah, my brain! With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school with the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Bullshit. And I guess the... Whoops, I hit the enter key. Not like it matters. I get a... What? The things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks about my friends. I like Papa when asked about anything, gives me lunch money, comes home before sundown, cooks, gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies. comes home without waking me up, keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins in the couch, is too tired to notice me, is too tired for anything. What? Well, that went depressing. Guess it's now my... Yeah, it doesn't let me, try and impress Monica. Okay. Marriage. Valentine. Oh. Gather. Party. Awesome. Thing. Bubbles. Candy. Swirl. Love. Precious. Cute. Color. I mean, this ends up being a little bit easy. Ribbon. Poof. Anime. Nope, wrong one. Sugar. Sorry. As tempting as it was, I mean, I still have the option of Alt F4. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. What the hell was that? Whoa. And she's like over the top of the thing? Natsuki is the one big mouth for having someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Ah! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. For what? Screwing up the game? Nah. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. I still can go the way of Natsuki, right? No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Oh, this sounds familiar. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book, even though it's probably not a book I'm going to read ever. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her tense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approached her in the case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Wow, fucking Monaga! Wow, that was all sorts of special. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. Sometimes? Manga's one of those things where you can't admit it, you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? Well, I didn't know that was written on my face, but okay. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. I know the feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admired. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. Okay. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. Okay. Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. Okay. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Yeah? Why's that? I guess it is easier to be close together like this. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. I mean, it's almost like pushes you initially toward her, and it seems like that's the choice you're going to be given for the most part, until later on. You don't go back to flip through the older volumes every now and then? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Even though you're just watching me read? If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You know? What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with good friends? I'll probably apologize a lot, just like he is. Sorry. I'm gonna take this slow because I... Flurgity-burgity-boogity-boo. I don't even know how I'm gonna number this. Ugh. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I've gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Wait, which part? Wow, you have an interesting father. I feel like maybe I should gravitate away from her. This is just getting weird, and after I play this part, I'm afraid of what's gonna happen next. Actually, I am so pushed away, I kind of don't want to complete it, but I'm going to complete it. I am that disturbed by this. Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Maybe. It sounds like there's so many hidden problems amongst all these girls, and it's... But at least you're enjoying it yourself, right? Yeah. I flipped the page. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Whoa, this is different. That's weird. She was excited before on all the things we were reading. Hey, Natsuki? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight in front of me. Hey! Whoa! Okay, this just got really freaking creepy. I'm sorry, do you need to change your batteries? Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. That's just so weird. I kind of don't wanna. Well, we're trying to continue. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I share mine with her first. Dot 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 question mark? Dot dot dot. Natsuki rereads my poem. Oh, why not? Huh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said... Oh, this part again. Sorry. Deal with it again. Dot dot dot. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? I just realized I've been making this thing run long, unintentionally. I mean, it's gotten really weird, and I've sucked in, but I'm really pushed away. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. Well, that's about it. Alright, but I'm going to call it here. If you folks had fun, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun things that make me happy, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Doki Doki Literature Club.